Hey there, guys. I'm John Campea. Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. And this is a special user-submitted question. Now, every day on the John Campea Show, Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, we take live questions. But every once in a while, somebody sends in like a tip of like $50 or more. And when they do that, which doesn't happen often, but when they do, I like to honor that by not only answering the question in the show, but I also like to make it its own standalone video. So let's get right to it. And this one comes to us from Shane Canavan, who writes, I agree that all film is subjective, but do you consider a favorite film and a best film to be different? If someone said a movie like Sharknado is not only their favorite, but also the best film ever made, what would be your response? For me, my favorite film is Empire Strikes Back because I think it's the best film ever made. But is there a certain line where you say that movies like Sharknado are just not the best movie made? What do you think? All right, thanks for saying that in, Shane. And listen, one of the topics that comes up a lot around the John Campea YouTube channel is the notion of the subjectivity of film. And I maintain you can't really come into being a fully understanding film fan until you understand that first main principle. Film is subjective. You know, the great artist once said that if you have one painting hanging on a wall and 10 people standing around watching it, they're going to see 10 different things. They're going to have 10 different experiences to one degree or another. Our response to art is not quantifiable, and it's not mathematical, and it's not science. Our response to art is very unique to us as individuals and the type of experience that create to us. The experience I have with a piece of art, be it a piece of music, a piece of poetry, or a movie, is going to be distinct and unique from your own. They may have similarities, but it's going to be unique to me and yours will be unique to you. And at the end of the day, to me, without going just into the subjectivity of film debate again, at the heart of it, what is a movie meant to do? A movie is meant to give us an experience, right? Whether that experience is thought or amazement or wonder or fear or laughter or excitement or thrills or scares, to one degree or another, every movie ever made, be it documentary, animated, live action, CGI, whatever, is made to give us as a viewer a particular experience. How that movie will affect us and what experience we each as individuals will have is something that really the filmmaker can't know. The filmmaker just puts everything they have into it and hope that it delivers that experience. And so when we get into the discussion of favorite movie versus best movie, listen, I go back and forth on this all the time. The reality is I think it's just semantics. Look, you can watch a movie, and I know this has happened with me, that you feel is really a technically excellent film, but it did nothing for me. Well, if that movie failed to deliver to you as an audience member a certain experience, then is it the best? Is it your favorite? How can it be if it doesn't deliver that experience to you? Now, another film fan, say me, I could watch the exact same movie you did, and it does deliver that experience to me. Maybe it's because of my differing background or experiences or predisposition or tastes or likes or wants or needs or whatever. For whatever reason, that same piece of art had a different effect on me, and maybe to me that is the greatest movie ever made. But it really is a big battle of semantics, and it's this ongoing idea of the subjectivity of film. Look, so if somebody were to say to me, let me put it this way. If I were to hear you say to somebody, no, Sharknado is not the best movie ever made, you can't say that, I would say to you, prove it. Prove that Sharknado is not the greatest film ever made. And to be clear, I do not consider Sharknado to be the best film ever made, but I'm just saying, I would of course put to you, prove it. And you can't. There is no objective, quantifiable, empirical measurement you can do other than polling other people's subjective opinions. So, I mean, it's hard to say. So listen, I've done it before. I've said, well, I think one movie's my favorite, but I think another movie's the best. But really, is it just semantics? Isn't it all the same thing? Look, this is a debate that has gone on within film fandom and will continue to go on forever. But my position has always been and always will be, film is subjective. A piece of art will hit us each in very different ways and elicit different responses. And there is no criteria that says your response is more accurate than mine. That's not what art is. That's not what art does. That's not what the spirit of art is supposed to accomplish. We all interact with art in very different and real ways, and the movies, to me, are the highest form of that. So is it semantics, the difference between favorite and best? Is it more practical? Let the debate rage on. I've given you my 2 cents worth. I'll leave it up to you to decide for how it applies to you. Anyway, guys, that will do it for me for now. What do you think about that? Jump down into the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. So that'll do it for me. My name's John Campea, and until my next video, guys, bye-bye.